started playing guitar actually a year after I got my first guitar. I got it for Christmas, and after I started trying to play some chords and stuff, I realized that it hurts, and I didn't want it to hurt, so I kicked it under the couch and left it there for a year, and my mom made me get it out when I was 7, and she started actually making me practice and making me learn basic chords and stuff. And then once I actually started playing more and getting into it, and I was able to play my own songs, obviously simple ones, then I really got into it and really wanted to learn more, because once you can do it, you just want to do it more. And it just took off from there. So basically just a Christmas present that was a really good idea. I don't think I actually asked for it, but I was already singing at that point, and I think they knew that it was something that I should get into. So at first, since it was Christmas, I saw the case, and I'm like, oh my god, a guitar case! And I was too little to understand that it was actually a guitar inside. So they're like, open it! And then I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, a guitar! It was pretty cool. I've been singing for about 10 years, playing guitar for about 9, and writing songs since my writing was backwards and I didn't really know what I was writing about. At first, my mom started showing me basic chords like A and D and G the easy way with one finger, because I couldn't reach the top of the guitar. And I eventually got to the point where I could play a simple progression, and my mom and I wrote a song together called Something Big, and it was the first song I ever played for audiences, because I used to play in nursing homes. So I'd take my guitar and play this one song, and it was really cute. I used to play country music, and eventually that turned into rock and country music, and then into just rock, and now it's kind of moving into the progressive-ish, rockish, metal-ish type music that is a lot more fun to play and a lot more fun to listen to, and fun is where it's at. Some of my main guitar influences now are people like John Petrucci and Misha Mansour and Rick Emmett and Brad Paisley, Keith Urban, Guthrie Govan. Bands like 3 Days Grace and Rush and Triumph, Dream Theater, Protest the Hero, Periphery, Tesseract. My mom's always been a huge fan of Triumph and Rick, because my parents saw Triumph in high school. So I kind of grew up listening to a lot of Triumph, so it's always just kind of been there, and he's always been one of my biggest, guitar hero people. And he definitely has had an influence on how I see music, just because of how he is with everything he plays and all of his song lyrics and messages, and just how he likes to think about why people do music and what it's all for. And getting to meet him and actually play with him was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done, and I'm really proud to say that I have. entered a contest to go to a songwriting workshop called Song Studio, and it is no longer held at Ryerson, but it was. And I entered thinking, you know, I'd love to win this. I'd get to go to this workshop. And I never thought I'd win, but then we got the phone call, and it was just like, hi, this message is for Kristen, and she's actually won the scholarship, so we'd like to get the details worked out, and we'll see you there. So I was just freaking out, and I got to go for free and spend a week working my songs with other people, getting feedback from other songwriters, and every night of the whole week, we played at different venues in Toronto. So every night we had a chance to showcase our songs to a bunch of people. And at the end of the week, there was one big showcase at Hughes Room in Toronto, and they put together a band. And Rick Emmett was not only a mentor throughout the whole week, but he was the lead player. And they had to play all of the songs from everyone without ever hearing them before, and just given a chart that sometimes isn't necessarily in the right key if people are using capos or what, they just go, and it usually is just amazing. So that was the first time I got to play with Rick, and it was amazing. Rick Emmett taught me a lot about paying attention to what the vocal melody's doing while paying attention to what the guitar is doing and how that reflects the mood of the song and how it reflects what you're trying to say, and trying to make it the best possible thing you can possibly make it by making sure that, you know, a happy thing would go up, or like an important word has to be higher just because that stands out, or like how to transition things and how to make different chords have different meanings on different things. He's really inspirational. This was actually my first guitar. And I rocked out as a baby, and it was pretty awesome. This was my first real guitar, and you can see I played it quite a bit and wore it away, but I learned a lot on this guitar, and it was my baby. I think it was only $100. And it was enough to get me started. So then when I moved on to my next one, it was like a big accomplishment to have like a real guitar. But yeah, this is my beginner, everything that made it happen. So I actually have 14 guitars. This one, 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 and this one. This one, this one. 5 of them are Carparelli's, and I'm actually endorsed by Carparelli. And this one is a Neptune, and I've been playing it the most lately. I have Carparelli hand-wound pickups in here, and they're probably my favorite pickups right now too. They're clean, but they're still heavy and metally, but still, I don't know, they're just really useful for any kind of sound I want to make. This was the first one that I got, and it was actually pretty amazing how it all happened, because I was bidding in an auction to buy a Carparelli guitar that was signed by Rick Emmett. And so that was on Facebook, and I eventually ended up talking with Mike Carparelli, and he invited me to go to his warehouse and play all the guitars and check them out. And we spent the day together, and it was really cool. And then by the end, he's like, "Which guitar do you like?" And I'm like, "I like the red one." So then a few months later, it was kind of finalized, and I was presented with this guitar. And ever since then, I've been in love. So funny how that all started. I actually got Rick Emmett to sign it when I played with him. So he signed the back. Mike Carparelli signed it when he gave it to me too. And he has the date on it as well, which is the day that I was officially endorsed, which was December 12th, 2010. I spent a few years looking for a good guitar necklace because I really wanted one, but they're really hard to find, and I'm really picky because I don't like it when they put the dots in the wrong spot or there's the wrong number of tuning pegs or whatever. So I finally found one day, and it was red, which was a total bonus, and so it was more expensive than I would have liked, but I bought it anyway because I'd been looking for so long. This year I'm hoping to do a lot of writing and hopefully get a lot more things ready to record and eventually actually start the recording process to start making a good album. And obviously I'm trying to learn more about what I'm doing and how to do it right, and I'm trying to write more than I have been, and I'm trying to learn a lot more about how to record and how to mix and make good demos and recordings so I can show people what I'm making, and it's fun. I'm Kristen T. Clark. You can check me out on my website and YouTube, Twitter, Reverb Nation, and all those other popular social networking things. So talk to me. I love talking back, and rock on.